Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome back to Kenny's crazy world of collecting. It's been a while since I did the last video actually, but I had intended this to be a big update on the Destiny collection that I have done 2 videos for previously, but I'm still waiting for one item to turn up, so I thought we'd leave that one and just do a very quick update on PS4 and Xbox One Steelbooks. I must admit I've been letting the Steelbook side of the collection slide lately, but nevertheless I've still got a few interesting items to show you, so we'll dig in straight away. Right, this is the latest one I picked up just the other day. Agents of Mayhem on the Xbox One. It was very cheap, brand new at Zavvies, only about 11 quid. Not a game that I would probably play, but it's a nice looking steelbook nevertheless. To show you briefly, take it out of its. There we go. That's the front. That's the back. And inside, the usual stuff. There's the disc and some DLC. There's some quite nice artwork inside actually. I'll just show you the left hand side there. So yeah, I figured for 11 quid that wasn't a bad buy at all. It keeps the collection ticking over. I don't buy many Xbox One Steelbooks, I must say, but yeah, that one in particular. Right, I'll just get rid of the dust on this one. It's been on the top of a pile somewhere. Yeah, that's the Resident Evil Biohazard game. I bought that because I try and get all the VR compatible games. I'm told, I haven't actually tried this yet, I haven't had it that long. I haven't actually tried it yet, but I'm told it's one of the better VR games, so yeah, I look forward to digging into that one. It was about mid-20s, I think, that one, about 20, somewhere around the 25 area, but it was fairly expensive when it came out, so it's in good nick, so I thought, 25 is not a bad buy. Like I say, it's another one for the collection. I'll just show you. See it better there actually. If they do something about the backs of these things, they're never that interesting, unfortunately. This one's still got the old DLC in there, but of course being second hand, chances are it's being used. But that doesn't bother me too much because, as I've said before, I don't, other than a couple of games that I'm really into, I don't play that many games these days. Speaking of which, here's one I've been playing, quite good actually. I've been a fan of I'm a fan of racing games, but I've been a particular fan of the Gran Turismo series ever since the first one back on the PS1. There was some confusion about this when it first came out. I actually got that off Amazon, and it was advertised as a very light gold steelbook, but in actual fact both this and the one that you get in the collector's edition, which I assume would be 2 totally separate different steelbooks, are actually one and the same. So it saves you shelling out for the collector's edition, although strangely, one of the weird things you turn up when you collect stuff. Strangely, I saw the collector's edition online the other day, with which you get a little model car and a large book, the Apex series of books that have always come with the Gran Turismo games. I actually saw it cheaper than than this. which is rather strange to say the least. Anyway, that's the Steelbook, which is quite nice, I find. Suffers the usual problems with a rather dull back, complete with finger marks, as you can see there, because I've had the disc out. I've actually got the disc in the machine at the moment, but it's just a gold interior. They really should make more of an effort with these Steelbooks, you know, with the cost of games and, you know, sometimes the extra cost of the Steelbook. I think they should really make more of an effort to get some decent artwork inside and get a decent back to it. I suppose I think nobody's going to look at the back, but you know, if you collect them, it's one of the things that you look for. So I've been playing that quite a bit recently, and before that, I was playing this Forza, probably my favourite franchise racing-wise. I've always found the Forza games to be very playable, and this one's a bit of a step up graphically, although it's just a matter of opinion, I suppose. But I actually found the Gran Turismo graphics to be better. Although this one is touted as having the better graphics of the two, but I found the Gran Turismo better. But if you take the cover off, this is a very sort of nice Steelbook. But there again, nobody bothers with, it'd be nice to have some nice artwork on the back. So it's weird, you buy these things new and you still get, you see up there, you still end up with something that's dented. I don't know when this happens, probably in transit or at their factory or something, but I've bought quite a few brand new sealed Steelbooks that had a little dink in them somewhere. You know, it's one of the hazards of collecting these things, if you like. But at least this one's got some artwork inside. This is the Ultimate Edition, so you get all the VIP passes and car passes and what have you, free cars with it. I mean, it should be. I mean, it's about 80 quid, but so I don't mind paying brand new for games that I'm going to get a lot of mileage out of. Pardon the expression. Right, this was one that I picked up off. I think it was Amazon, maybe it was on eBay. I don't know. It's a while since I got it, but it's the Skyrim, the Elder Scrolls Skyrim Special Edition. It's not one you see around. I've never seen a copy of this out in the wild, you know, at a game or Kex or any of these places. So it suffers from the same tedious back. I don't know. People must sort of like sit down and draw out the plans for these things and think, oh, well, we'll just do any old back because nobody's really bothered, but I am. Come on, guys. Yeah, I bought this one actually without the game, so it's not a game that I would probably play anyway. So it was fairly cheap. You know, as I said to you last time, I did a PS4, Xbox One update on Steelbooks. You know, do look for these without this, because you can save yourself a lot of money, unless you want to play the game, of course. But you know, if you just into the Steelbooks, which I am at the moment, you can save yourself thousands and thousands over the years, you know, on Steelbooks. Right, this was the nicest of all Steelbooks in my opinion. It was free. Some of the chaps I know in one of our local shops looks after me in that respect. If they get a Steelbook in that doesn't go out with the game, you know, somebody's probably chopped it in with the game plus the Steelbook, which is empty, and they just sell the game, you know, in the normal packaging and stick the Steelbook in a drawer. So when I turn up, they think, oh, Kenny, he likes Steelbooks. We'll see if he would like a free one, and I do. Thank you guys again. Yeah, this is a particularly nice one actually, the Evil Within 2. I like that. It's one of the better steelbooks I've seen of late. It's a very unusual design. The usual back nonsense, but you can't have everything. And as I say, I've showed you the inside already, but we'll just have a quick peek. That's the inside of it. There again, it's not a game that I would probably play, so I'm not too bothered. I think, if memory serves, I think that was another freebie. This I've got to say is a bit more interesting than some of the F1 steelbooks that EA put out. I mean, I showed you the 2015 one, I think, last time I did one of these, and I'll show you next the 2016 one, and you can see the difference. But I mean, at least a bit of effort's gone into this one. I actually like the back cover of that. There again, it was given to me, so there's nothing inside. But even though I like racing games, I've never been keen on F1 games for some reason. But if I picked it up cheap when 18 comes out, you know, I can always stick the disc in. Now that is in stark contrast to the 2016 F1 steelbook, which is just as bad as the 2015. I mean, can you think of anything more tedious than that? Same back and front. You know, what's that all about? And playing inside, that's just, to me, that's just laziness. If I paid premium price for that because it was a steelbook and I got it through the post, wouldn't be too happy. Right, here's the star of the show. Now, this has become one of those, what do you call it, maybe cult games. People fall into two camps. They either love this game, from what I've read, or they really don't like it at all. But for some reason, I don't know whether it was a limited, I mean, it says limited edition on there. I don't know whether these were actually limited. You know, often you see limited and it doesn't mean anything. But whether these actually were limited, I don't know. But I've seen these steelbooks go up to 3 figures. People have been asking 3 figures for them, and you know, a lot of them have been selling at high sort of like 80s and 90 quids. I was very fortunate to find this one in my local Kex, 40 quid, and it's in mint condition. So you know, that's another plus point for it. But yeah, I mean, a lot of people have been after this. I mean, I know a few steelbook collectors who've been after it, but won't pay the prices asked. So I was probably very fortunate to find that for 40 quid. It's all, you know, it's all present and correct. There's the very nice steelbook itself. There is the, not quite so boring back, you'll see worse than that. And then I think there's probably something missing from there. You know, there was probably some DLC that came with it. But there's the disc if I ever wanted to play it, which I doubt I would, because it's not really my style of game. I think it's more a sort of an action RPG. But yeah, I mean, I was very pleased to find that for the price, because I wouldn't be paying the prices that some people were asking for it. Actually, the collector's edition that came out with it, I think it sold out very quickly on pre-order, so it was obviously a limited run. I mean, I've seen prices of 400, 450 being asked for that. I mean, I don't know how much it was on release, but I wouldn't think it was much more than 100 quid. You know, they normally go, PS4 collector's edition normally go between 100 and 150, which is why I stopped collecting them when PS3 came to its natural end. But yeah, so I was pleased with that one. Now we come to my favourite game. That's the Destiny 2 Steelbook. Now it's not actually the one that came with the collector's edition. That is one that I think Amazon had an exclusive on, and you just bought the case. You know, it was advertised. You can't buy the game with it, as far as I know. You just buy the case. That's the popular image that everybody saw when they were doing all the pre-publicity stuff for Destiny 2. So, and then the back is not so great, and then the inside is not so great. So I don't know. It was less than a tenner, the asking price for that, and so I was straight on that one, being a Destiny 2 addict. Now that's the other Destiny 2 Steelbook. That's the one that came with the collector's edition, also with the little limited edition that came with the collector's edition. It gets a bit complicated, but they had a little limited edition box, and then that came with the big sort of 220 quid collector's edition. So you got that if you bought either of those. There again, I mean, you know, although I like the game, it's a fairly boring book, standard Steelbook. But then again, the other two Steelbooks for Destiny and the Taken King expansion were much the same. The game's in my machine, that's why there's nothing in there. So that was that. And then finally got hold of this one. This is one of those steel packs that came down in price recently, and actually it's not hard to spot because I've seen a lot of these with the outer sleeve missing. You know, I've seen it in that condition in many places. As you can see, it hasn't got the square spine, so it's a steel pack. But I think that was about 14-15 quid, and inside you get a little poster thingy, and still there. So it's all complete, even though it's second hand. It's in very nice condition actually. It's what I would call very near mint condition. You know, there's a couple of little marks on the cover, but nothing to worry about for 15 quid. I'm quite happy with that. The DLC is still in there, but as I say, it's probably been used. Now, I'll just show you this one because I found it in the corner of one of my shelves, and I don't know if I remembered to show it when I did my very first PS4 Steelbook video. So I thought, well, if I have shown it, apologies all round, but if I haven't, it would be a shame to miss it. It's one of those. The reason I want to show it to you is because the steel pack in there is very nice. I'll just turn it around and show you there. You get this very nice little art book in there. As I say, I don't buy PS4 limited or collector's editions anymore. But this one was cheap. I saw it cheap somewhere, so I thought, yeah, why not? You get the book, and then you get a little cloth map, which seems quite popular with these RPG type of games. And then you get the regular box for the game, and also you get this. I'll just show this to you if it's worth a look. I won't pull them all out, but you can see one at the bottom there. You get these little sort of like figurines that you can make up and put on the stand, and I guess that's the four characters there. So, you know, it just seemed like a nice little limited set. But the best thing about it is the steel pack that you get with it. I quite like this. It's something something a bit out of the ordinary, typically Japanese. I presume that's some of the characters from in-game. And inside, this is the bonus. That's the original music selection, and that's a 25-minute anime film, and the other side music and anime. So that's what you get in your Steelbook. And as I say, the game comes in an ordinary vanilla type case. So yeah, I thought that worth showing to you, just in case I have forgotten to pick it up in the past. And then get rid of that. Last but not least, this is a fairly recent acquisition. That's the Wolfenstein 2 New Colossus Steelbooks. Now there's two. There's one that came as a pre-order, and this is actually the one out of the collector's edition. Now I haven't actually unsealed this yet, and I won't bother now. But it's got some DLC inside. But so the point about this one is you can only get that with the collector's edition, of which I'm just going to show you this, because I've mentioned that I stopped buying collector's editions for PS4 because of the price. But if you're patient, you can. See the price on there, that's 35 quid I paid. Now this is the PC edition. It doesn't bother me because I collect any Steelbooks or any collector's editions that are cheap, you know. That's the PC version, but it's worth mentioning that all of the editions, PS4 and Xbox One, were all identical. So the only difference in this one to the PS4 version is the fact that inside there is the PC game. Other than that, it's exactly the same across all formats in every respect. And I'm just showing it to you as an example of patience, you know, because I forget how much this was when it came out. It wasn't cheap, but you get the figurine inside there, and I won't bother to open it all up. But there's a few like guns and stuff that go with the figurine. So yeah, I mean, that's just an example of where you can be patient and pick something up reasonably cheaply. But so I only got it for that. The other Steelbook you can buy on eBay or Amazon without the game. So very cheaply, less than a tenner, I think. So yeah, there's just a little tip for you. Be patient. Okay, well that's it for this one. I just wanted to do a quick one as a placeholder in case everybody thought I was dead or disappeared off the face of the earth or something. So hopefully I might be doing next time out. I might be doing an update on my Blu-ray Steelbooks. I've got a few more of them than I have PS4 stuff and Xbox One stuff to show you. But I've got to go through the last video and see what I actually showed you. Otherwise, I'm going to be duplicating, so that might take me a few hours. But yeah, that'll be up next, and then I'm going to do a large update on the Destiny collection, because I've got a load of Destiny material for my 70th birthday at the end of January. Everybody was very kind to me and bought me lots of good stuff, and I'll be trotting that out within the next, hopefully within the next week or so. So as usual, thank you for watching, and until next time, take care.